Hi guys, I'm back to going to be Ezra 5 to 10, Nehemiah 1 to 8, Proverbs 17, and Psalm 59. And the prophets Haggai and Zechariah, the son of Inner prophecy to Judah and Jerusalem, and Nehemiah God Israel, who was over Judah. And Ezra, son of Shealtiel, and Jeshua, son of Joshua, arose and began to rebuild the house of God in Jerusalem. And the prophets of God were with them, supporting them. At the same time, Tasnai, the governor of the province beyond the river, and Shethar-Bozenai and the associates came to him, and spoke to him thus: Who gave you the decree to build this house and to finish this structure? And he asked them this: What are the names of them and who built this building? And the eye that God was on the elders of Judah. They did not stop them until the report should reach Darius, and then an answer being done by King Discerning. As he copied the letter that Tatnai, the governor of the province beyond the river, and Shethar-Bozenai, his associates, the governors in the province beyond the river, sent to Darius the king. He sent a report in which was written as far as to Darius the king, all peace be known to the king that we went to the province of Judah. And as the great God is being built with huge stone, and Tim was laden with this work goes on diligently and prospered in the head. And he also his elders and spirits of those who gave a decree to build his hut to finish the structure. And I saw something in his information that he might write down the names of the leaders. And I stood there replied to us: We are the sons of God of heaven and earth, and we were rebuilding the house that was built many years ago. And the rich King Ezra built and finished. Because our fathers angered the God of heaven and earth. And the God of heaven he gave unto hand and Nebuchadnezzar king of Babylon, by Chaldea, who destroyed this house and carried away the people to Babylon. However, in the first year Cyrus king of Babylon, Cyrus the king made a decree, and the house of God shall be rebuilt. And the God so blessed the house of God. And so Nebuchadnezzar taken out the temple that was in Jerusalem and brought it to the temple of Babylon. These Cyrus the king took out the temple of Babylon, and they were delivered to the one whose name was Shethar, whom he had made governor. And he said to them, Take this wisdom, go but then to the temple that is in Jerusalem, and the house of God be rebuilt. And the Sheshbazzar came and laid the foundation of the house of God that is in Jerusalem. And from that time until now has been building. It is not yet finished, therefore it seems good to the king. Let's set you made the royal archives there in Babylon, and see whether the decree was issued by Cyrus the king for the rebuilding of his house of God in Jerusalem. The king sent his pleasure in this matter. And Darius the king made a decree, and such should be in Babylonia in the house of the archives with the documents and store. And Ecbatana, this is those in the province of Media. The scrolls found on which this written in the first year Cyrus the king. Cyrus the king issued a decree, concerning the house of God in Jerusalem, that the house should be built, the place of sacrifice offered, and that its foundation be retained. Its height shall be 60 cubits. 6 cubits and its breadth 60 cubits. There 3 layers of grey stones and 1 layer of timber. Let the cost be paid. I started to go on the silver of the house of God, which Nebuchadnezzar took out of the temple that is in Jerusalem, and rode to Babylon, be restored, and brought back to the temple that is in Jerusalem, east to his place. He shall put them in the house of God. Now therefore Tatnai, the governor of the province of the river, Shethar-Bozenai, and your associates, the governors in the province of the river, he will work on this house of God, and let the governors of the Jews and all of the Jews rebuild this house of God. However, I make a decree regarding what you shall do for the elders of the Jews of the rebuilding the house of God, and the custom is to be paid for these men and for them without delay from the royal revenue. The tribute of the province from beyond the river. When there was needed, bulls, rams, or sheep for battle, thanks to the God of heaven, we salt, wine, and oil. In order to the priests of Jerusalem require, let it be given to them day by day without fail, that it may offer praise and sacrifice to the God of heaven, pray for the life of the king and his sons. Next I make a decree that if anyone's altered a beam shall be pulled out of his house, and he shall be impaled, and his house shall be made a dunghill. If God who has his called his name to dwell there, or any king or people, we shall put our hand on the altar, so destroy the house of God in Jerusalem. I dare to make a decree, let it be done with all judges. Then according to words by Darius the king, Tatnai the governor of the province of the river, Shethar-Bozenai, and the associates with all judges, put Darius the king in order. Now as the Jews built and prospered through the prophecy of Haggai the prophet, Zechariah the son of Ezra, they finished their building by decree of the God of Ezra, and by decree of Cyrus and Darius and Artaxerxes, the king of Persia. And this house was finished on the 3rd day of the month of Adar, in the 6th day of the reign of Darius the king. And he put Ezra priest in the earth and all the rest. And the return of Ezra celebrated the dedication of the dedication of this house of God. The dedication of this house this house of God, 100 bulls, 200 rams, 400 lambs, set off and forwards, out 12 male goats, according to the number of the chosen, and set the priests in the division of the Levites and the division for the service of God in Jerusalem. And as it is written in the book of Ezra, on the 14th day of the first month, the return of exile to get the Passover, and the priests and the Levites purified themselves together. All of them clean, so they stole the Passover for the return of exile, with the fellow priests and for themselves. These innocent people that so returned from exile, they said by everyone who joined them, separated themselves from unclean, so the people's honor, to worship the Lord God, and kept the feast on that red Sundays. So the Lord made them joyful, and turned the heart of King Syria to them, so he ate them in the walk of the house of God. After this, in the reign of Artaxerxes the king of Persia, Ezra son of Sariah, son of Mary, son of Hilkiah, son of Shannon, son of Zadok, son of Hijah, son of Amir, son of Hazar, son of Merath, son of Zerahiah, son of Zerahiah, son of Uzzi, son of Baki, son of Abishua, son of Phinehas, son of Elzah, son of Aaron the chief priest, this Ezra. When from Babylon, he described a scribe at school, and the Lord might set the Lord the God of Israel. And the king granted him all that he asked of the hand of the Lord's God was on him. And he went out And they went up verse 2 years, and then tried with the Isaacs, the son of the Hebrews, and some of the priests and Levites. And as soon as the king was in the temple since Ezra came to Jerusalem the 5th month, and Jun sent the other king, for on the first day of the 1st month he began to go from Babylon. And the first day of the 5th month he came to Jerusalem. And a good hand is God's on it, for Ezra set his heart to study the Lord, and he did teach to as well as Ezra. His copies led the king on his gate as the priest scribe, the men learned and manners and the commandments of the Lord. And this such words on his the king came. And as to Ezra the priest, inscribed the Lord God of heaven, face. And now I make a decree that anyone that he would, the priest Levites and my king, who feared was the good of Jerusalem and liberty. And they sent by the king and his seven counselors to make inquiries about Jun and Jerusalem, according to the word of God. Which in hand is declared so when the God, the king's counselors, free and offered to the God of Ezra, whose dwelling is in Jerusalem, of the stone of God, you shall find in the whole province of Babylon. And they thought of the free offerings that he put in the priest, vow willingly for the house of the God that is in Jerusalem. Its money then you shall withhold diligence by bulls for him from that, with their grain offerings and drink offerings. When the things continue to do with the rest of the so in God you may do according to the word of God. And the rest of that has been given you for the service of the house of God. House of God. And you shall deliver before the God of Jerusalem whatever is else is required to the house of God, which false deeds provide, you may provide the king's treasure. And I, Ezra the king, make a decree to all the treasures in the province beyond the river. And whenever Ezra the priest scribe the Lord of God in heaven requires that you let be done with all treasures up to 100 tons of silver, 100 quarts of wheat, 100 parts of wine, 100 barrels of oil, and salt without prescribing how much. And whatever is decreed by the God of heaven, and let be done in full for the house of God of heaven, lest it's wrath against the exile. And as be against the realm of the king and sons, yes, not only that it shall not be lawful to impose tribute, custom or toll on the priest of Levites against the doorkeepers, temples, and the other sons of this house of God. And you, as a point of wisdom of God, this Nehemiah, appoint magistrates and judges who make judge of the people in the province beyond the river. And all such knows the laws of your God, and those who do not know them you shall teach, whoever will not obey the word of your God. And the Lord the king, let judgment be strictly executed on it, whether for death or for banishment, or for confiscation as goods or for imprisonment. And thus be the Lord the God of our fathers, who such things as to heart the king, to beautify the house of the Lord and those in Jerusalem, and who extend to me steps love before the king's counselors, and for all the king's mighty officers, I took courage and handed the law and gold on me. And he gathered leading men from Israel to go with me. These are the heads of houses, and this is the genealogy of those who went on with me from Babylon, and the reign of Artaxerxes. And the sons of Phinehas, Gershon, the sons of Ithamar, Daniel, the sons of David, Hannah, the sons of Shechaniah, who were the sons of Power, Zechariah, and with whom were raised 150 men. The sons of Pathman, Belian, the sons of Zechariah, and with them 200 men. The sons of Zechariah, Shechaniah, the sons of Hazer, with them 300 men. The sons of Ada, Ebed, the sons of Jonathan, with them 50 men. The sons of Elam, Jeshaiah, the son of Athaiah, with them 70 men. The sons of Shephati, Zebediah, the son of Michael, with them 80 men. The sons of Joab, Obadiah, the son of Jehiel, and with him 218 men. The sons of Bani, Shalomith, the son of Jeshiphiah, with 160 men. The sons of Belah, Zechariah, son of Beah, with him 28 men. The sons of Azgad, Johanan, son of Haktai, and with him 110 men. The sons of Donikah, later the names being Eliphalet, Jew, and Shemaiah, with them 60 men. The sons of Bigvai, Udai, and Zachar, with them 70 men. I gathered them to the river that runs to our house. And David came 3 days, as I reviewed the people in the priest, and then none of the sons of Levi, and I sent for Eliezer, Ariel, Shemaiah, Elnathan, Jerib, Elnathan, Nathan, and Zechariah, Mishael, and Levi men for Joab and Elnathan, who were men at Ezra, and sent them to Edo, the leading men of Christ Cassiphia. Tell them what to say to Edo and his brothers and tell Zacchaeus Cassiphia, namely to send us ministers for the house of Ezra. May the good hand of our God, as they brought us to man discretion. And the sons of Mahali, son of Levi, son of Ezra, named Sherebiah, and the sons of Kinsai, Hashbia, with Jeshaiah, the sons of Merari, the kings of Ezra, 20, besides 220 in the trumpets, and David's officials set apart to attend the Levites. These were all mentioned by name, and proclaimed fast therefore under our heart, really by humble ourselves, and for our God, seek him a safe journey for ourselves, the children, and all our goods. And all our goods, so I was ashamed to ask the king for band soldiers and horsemen to protect its against them, and I waste and soon told the king, hand our God is all good, all who seek on it. And the house of Athens, all forsaken us, very fast, and employed God for the city, listen to our entreaty. And set apart told the lead and praise Sherebiah. Hashabah and town the kinsman with them. And over the way down to the soul of God and the vessel offering the house of God. House of God. The king of Constance is low, and always at their present head of it. And went out into the hand 650 tons silver. And his silver vessels worth 200 tons, and 100 tons of gold. 200 bowls of gold worth 1,000 dirks, and 2 vessels of fine bright bronze as precious as gold. And I said to you, you will hold it to the Lord. Hold it to the Lord, the vessel holy soul of God is our free offering to the Lord, the God of your fathers. God then keep them to your word, then before the chief priests and the rest, and hand to Father house in Israel, Jerusalem. And within the chambers of the house of the Lord. And so the priest and the Levites took over the way took over the way of the silver and gold and the vessels to bring them to Jerusalem to house their God. And we departed from the river Hadar and told David not to go to Jerusalem. Now the hand of our God was on us, and delivered them from the hand of the enemy, from ambushes by the way. The end of Jerusalem they remained 3 days. On the 4th day within the house of God, the silver and gold and the vessels were weighed into hands of Meremoth the priest. Son of Uriah, with him was Ezra, son of Phoenix, with him were the Levites, Joseph, son of Jeshua, and Noadiah, son of Benu. And the whole was counted away, and the way of everything was according. At that time those who come from captivity, there were 10 exiles left been offered to the 12 bulls for was and 96 rams for 77 lambs, the sin offering 12, the sin offering 12 male goats. And so all this was a burnt offering to all. They used to deliver the king's commandments, king's commissions to the king's satraps, and to the governors, the province on the road. And they aided the people and the house of God. After these things had been done, the officials praised me. And then said the people, Ezra the priest and the Levites will not separate themselves from the people's land with their abominations. The kingdoms, the Hittites, the Perizzites, the Jebusites, the Ammonites, the Moabites, the Egyptians, and the Amorites. They have taken some of their daughters to be wives themselves and for themselves, so that the holy race makes itself with the people's lineage. And this faithfulness to Henry the official and chief man has been formalized. And as soon as I heard this, tore my garment, my cloak pulled hair from my head and his beard and sackcloth, and all jumbled the words of God Ezra. Because of the faithlessness, they were attempting to gather around me while I sat poured until the evening sacrifice. At the evening sacrifice, I rose from fasting. With my garment, my cloak torn, and it fell upon me, spread my hands to the Lord my God, saying, my God, now I shame and blush to lift up my face to you, my God. For I know who is risen higher than our heavens, and our God has men up to heavens from. And the days of our fast this day we've been great, for I know who is we, how kings and our praise have been given to him, the king's lands, who sought to captivity to ponder and to honor shame as it is today. And after a brief moment, favored and shared by the Lord, to leave us a remnant. And to give us a secure hollow within his holy face, that God may brighten our eyes and grant us the Lord reviving us slavery. We slaves the oath does not forsake us in our slavery. We stand for steps up before the king's pleasure. To grant some reviving, set the house of God to repair his sin ruins, and to give us protection in Judea and Jerusalem. God, what shall we say after this? And you're forsaking your commandments, which you command based on the prophecy. And land the enemies take possession of the land impurity and impurity of the people's lives. And with the abomination they fell from end and with uncleanness. And put I'll give you doors to your sons, near to you the doors to your sons, near to you have peace and prosperity. And may be strong to eat the good land, leave for inheritance to your children forever. How if the Lord has come upon us for evil deeds for our great good, seeing that you are God have punished us the last time iniquity to serve and given such a remnant as this, shall we break your commandments again and intermarry with the people to practice the days of abomination? You will not be angry with us until you consume us, that there should be no remnant and no need to escape. And the Lord God of Israel, you are just, for we are left of remnant, and that is escape. As today, behold, we are away in our good. And none can stand before you because of this. When I answer prayer and make confession, we can cast ourselves down before the house of God. A very great assembly of men and women and children gathered to Mount Ezra. And Ezra. And they wept bitterly and shaken hands, son of Jehel. And sons of Elam addressed Ezra. We rated faith without God and married for him, and the people of the land. Ezra, now they are tired of news as silence. Therefore, let us make a covenant with our God to put away all these wives and their children. According to counsel my Lord, and those who turn by the commandment of our God. Let it be done according to the law. Arise, face your task with you, be strong to it. And Ezra arose and made believe recently much in order to take that. And their days had been set, so they took that. And Ezra was driven before the house of God, went to chamber Jehoiada, son of Elisha, where he spent the night. And he ate eating bread and drinking water. And his money owed faithlessness to exiles. The very commission was made out of Judah and Jerusalem, told the attendants that they should assemble in Judah. And if anyone should come within 3 days, that all these official laws and lost property should be forfeited. And he himself banned from the congregation of the exiles, and all the men in Judah and Benjamin assembled in Jerusalem within 3 days. It was on the 20th day of the month. And all the people sat in the open sky before the house of God, telling because of this man, because he has the hair, and so the hair stood up and said to him, you have broken faith and married for him, and has increased to God, Ezra, and that make confession to the God, the Lord, the God of your father, and do his will. Separate yourselves from the people's land, from the foreigners. And then all the assembly answered with loud voices, so we must do as you say. He put me. And it is time of heavy rain, we can't stand over. If it is tossed for 1 day and for 2, no, we have greatly transgressed in that. Let us officials stand for the whole assembly. Now all our cities who are taken for our wives come upon tithe. With them that was in judge every city until the fierce wrath of God. And every this matter is turned away from us. And they Jonathan son of Asahel and Jezreel son took for our business. And Mishael and Shabbathai the Levites supported them. And the returned Ezra to Ezra the priest elected me. And the fast has to go into the fast to each of them according Each of them designated by name. On the first day of the 10th, they sat down to examine the matter. And the first day of the 4th, there came to an end all the men who married from them. It was found among the sons of the priests who had married from them, Massa, Eliezer, Jeremy, and then the priest of Jeshua. And Jeshua and son Joseph as brothers. They pledged themselves to put away their and give offering was around the flocks to the give. The sons of Emma, Hannah, and Zebedee. And the sons of Haram, Massa, Elijah, Shemaiah, and Sheila, and Zion. The sons of Hashah, Elian, and Massa, Ishmael, Nathanael, Joseph, and also Eliah, Shosah, Shimea, Kalea, Hataya, and Judah, and Eliah. The same as Elisha, the gatekeeper shall tell them, and the sons of Hashah, Jeremiah, Ezra, Malchijah, Nehemiah, Elzah, Hashah, and Benai. The sons of Ezra. Martin, Zechariah, Jew, Abdi, Jeremoth, and God. The sons of Elianai, Elisha, Mataniah, Jeremoth, Zabad, and Zebah. The sons of Bebai were Jehohanan, and Zabad, Zabad, and Aziz. The sons of Bebai were Jehohanan. The sons of Bai were Mishal, Malach, Adair, Jasher, Sheol, and Jeremoth. The sons of Parath, Adna, Chalol, Benai, Masseh, Mataniah, Bezalel, Benui, and Manasseh. The sons of Haram, Eliezer, Ishijah, Malchijah, Shemaiah, Shimei, Benjamin, Malach, and Shimei. The sons of Hashar, Mesonai, Mataniah, and Zabad, Alpha, Jeremiah, Manasseh, and Shimei. The sons of Bani, Amram, Uel, Benai, Bediah, Sheluhi, Vania, Meremoth, Elisha, Mataniah, Jesu. And the sons of Benai, Shimei, Shalomir, Nathan, Adair, and Machnadabah, Shashai, Sharai, Azarel, Shalomir, Shemaiah, Shalom, Amer, and Joseph. The sons of Levi, Geo, Matithia, Zabad, Zabina, Jedi, Joel, and Benai. The Lord of Marathon, and some of the women who had been born, John, Nehemiah 1-3. And from the word of Nehemiah, son of Hekali, I happened in the month of Chislev, 20th year, and Sidon, and when Hananiah, one of my brothers, came with 7 men from Judah. I asked them concerning the Jews who came. They survived the exile concerning Jews, and they said to me, the realm there in the province who survived the greatest storm. And his again great trouble and shame. The wall Jerusalem was broken down, its gates as a show of fire. His sister had these words, I shut out my men for days. I continued fasting and praying before the God of heaven. I said, O Lord God of heaven, the great and awesome God of his covenants, but those who love and keep his commandments. And let your ear be attentive and your eyes open to hear the praise of them. Now pray before you day and night. How to hear boys of your sons, confessing the sins of hate boys of which we have sinned against you. You and I, my father's house, we have acted very corruptly against you, and not kept the commandments, statutes, and rules that you command your servant Moses. Remember the word that you commanded your servant Moses, saying, if you are unfaithful, I'll spare you on the peoples. If you return to me and keep my commands and do them, very I'll cast an uttermost spots of him, and there I'll gather and bring them to the place I choose, to make my name little, that they serve the heap when you redeem my great hand by short hand. O Lord, let your ear be attentive by your servant, and to the prayer of your servant who delight to hear me, and give success to your servant today, and grant mercy in the sight of his name. Now let's cup bearer to the king. And in the month of Nisan, in the 20th year of King Artaxerxes, when wine was before, I took the wine and gave it to King. Now I had not been sad in his presence. And King said, why is your face sad, seeing that you are not sick? It's nothing but sadness of the heart, and I was very much afraid, and said to King, but the king lived for why should not my face be sad when the sea of the place of my father's grace light should not the gates been destroyed by fire? And the king said to me, what are you requesting? And I prayed to God heaven. And I said to King, if it please the king, if he is son and found favor in your sight, and he sent me to Judah to seize my father's grace and my irritability. And the king said to me, how long will you be gone? Will return? And then it pleased the king to send me when I go no time. I said to King, if it please the king, let less be given me to the governors of the province, you on the road. That they may let me pass through until I come to Judah. And led to Asaph, keeper of the king's forest, he may give me timber to make beams, the gates of the fortress of the temple, and for the walls city, for the big house I shall occupy. And I King granted me one of his gods, for the good hand my God was upon me. And I came to the governors of the provinces beyond the river, and gave them the king's house. And I came 17 officers, army, and horsemen. And when Sanballat the Horonite and Tobiah the Ammonite had servant had displeased me greatly, someone couldn't see the people. So I went to Jerusalem towards the end of their gates, and I arose in the night, and I had feed now with me. And I told no one what my God had put into heart to do for Jerusalem. As no animal with anyone about the woman which I went up by night by the valley gate to the dragon's spring and to the donkey. I selected the walls of Jerusalem that were broken down, its gates had been destroyed by fire. And I went to find again to the king's court. There was no room for the animal that was underneath the house. And went up in the night by the valley and expected the wall. I turned back into by the valley gate. And so I returned to the office. The officials did not know where I got the work I was doing. I had not told the Jews, the priests, and I was the officials who all the rest of it to do the work. I said, do you see the Hebrew trouble we are in? Then how Jerusalem lies with this great spend. Come, I about the wall of Jerusalem, and may no longer suffer intervention. Told them the hand of my God that had been upon me for good. This is the words the king had spoken to me, and he said, and as rising and below, so they strengthened the hands of the good work. And Samuel was required and Tobiah and the son of Gershon and Amahab. And Judah decides to say, listen to Judah. I rebel against the king and our opponents, and God help will make us faster. And we his sons will rise up there, leaving no portion of our claim in Jerusalem. Proverbs 17. Bread is dry most required by hassle of physical strength. 7 years was a rule of sun action. I shared the inheritance was the best. Christ was the signifies this God, what has house. You never don't listen to wicked lesson, I guess it's mysterious. Then mocks the poor insults his name. Here's back on and not the grandchildren will become marriage, the glory shines with house, translations become triple. Still less supposed to be two prints, and brothers like Manchester and is the one who gives him. Every time he passes, every common offense seeks love, he will beat some ass up his process. Every acre is deep between them and sin, and 100 boys more fool. Even men seeks a miracle, and coolness to be sent. So the men who shoot at will be struck in fullness. If I have times evil for he will not talk himself. Being in a strength like that, always a good colors. He just wants to look and he can lose, and so they can feel the abomination to rule. I shall forward money in hands values and lose mercies. Friend loves all times above no progress. The money lacks sensibilities of when he puts security in presence there. Now love transgression loves off, he mixes the high seeks to action. And if both the top doesn't describe good, and wants himself to forth the economy. He has for the good self sorry, and the fall of goes in a job. And drinking cause good ways, and curse good judge events. And maybe a sense of God seek to let the rest just. And as an essence, face to wisdom, besides them from God, and zeal. The fortune is great to his welcome, but this still heritable. And personal election is not good, and striking the fairness. The Lord strength of his knowledge, and he has placed it in goodness. And even full of these songs consider as he goes to Pepsi's demon intelligent. Psalm 59. Deliver me from my enemies, O God. Protect me from those who rise against me. Deliver me from those who are evil, and set me from God personally. O behold, they lie in wait for my life. Face me set sharp against them. If in their transgression sin my over. And if in their fault they run iniquity. Right, come to me, mercy. The you, Lord, has come. Our God is you rise up to punish all nation. Then all those who treachery will be party. Each even will come back howling like dogs. And coming about the city, they are done with them as swords and for who they think will hear us. But you are Lord of me, hold the nation of doers. My strength, I will watch for you. You will go in my fortress. I go in the steps of the wind. Go let me, you can try for enemies. Who will not less if you will forget with him, tolerate and power and bring them down. No Lord, I'll shoot. The sin they must aware of this and be trapped in the path. They cast in the lies that they are consumed in life. Consumed till they are no more. They may know the God will serve Jacob to the end of it. Each evening they come in. You have a like the crying at sea. And I wonder about food and growl if they do not get their food. I'll sing your strength, I'll sing aloud yourselves, love me. For you've been to my fortress, and I've refused to do my distress. Get my strength, I'll sing praise to you. For you are God, my fortune. The God who shows me step is love. And I astonished and I did Lord's power. Found them how you name it. Can come down on those in heaven. This their day, God, for your steps and screen. Devils, these non-temptation, delivers and evil. For this came out and pound the grave of all men. I see tomorrow. Bye.